Discover the top 3 reasons African Abroad Date is the go-to platform for building meaningful connections. First, its vibrant community is packed with genuine individuals eager to find friends or more, allowing authentic connections to flourish. Second, the safety features prioritize user protection, making online dating not only doable, but enjoyable, without any anxiety. Lastly, the user-friendly design democratizes navigation, whether it's uploading photos or sending messages, ensuring everyone feels at ease. Dive in today and start connecting with like-minded individuals effortlessly.
Good morning, guys. Good morning and a happy Sunday. It's always a pleasure to come back here and connect with you. Can love really exist? Can true love really exist if your partner isn't ready to fully accept your child from your previous relationship? So, this is what we are talking about today. But before we dive into the story, I'm going to welcome our co host in the studio. Miss Elise is here already. Hi, Miss Elise.
Good morning, Coach Michelle. Happy Mother's
Happy
Day
Mother's
for
Day
day.
to you. Yay. Happy
Thank
Mother's Day.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're doing a very good job.
Yes. Yes.
And
And you
I
know,
pray that and I pray that the Lord will strengthen us, bless us,
amen.
and keep us going because we are doing a very hard job, but a very good job. The most rewarding job in the world is being a
Amen.
mother. Yeah.
Amen. Amen to that. So, how have you been? We missed you last week.
I know my husband just changed my schedule last week. I'm like, boss, I have the schedule. You better plan ahead and let me know. Don't do that next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I missed last week. But apparently last week was very good. I was like, what did I miss? Oh my God. I
And the
missed him.
and the person who sent the letter actually was like they mentioned you. They were like really enjoy hearing you.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's so
oh, someone got
sweet.
a turn up
Oh.
there.
Oh my God. And I was like, why did you guys do that? I was not happy with your reaction. I'm like, you people are bad children. Come to think of it. I'm
Why?
like, because what Cynthia was saying and what Uncle Beno was saying, I'm like, what did they drink on Sunday? Did they sleep
No, my
on the
Miss
right,
Elise,
the
if you
wrong
were
side on the
here,
bed, or what?
I heard that. No, if you were here, it was gonna make sense to you. It was gonna make sense because I mean there was a little bit more to the story than what I posted on Facebook.
It made no sense. No
It
sense.
does though. It does. I mean,
No.
look at the community out here. Look what's going on in the community. Imagine that. I mean, I know you mentioned you commented on both on TikTok and on Facebook. You said that your parents is not your nanny, is not your mate. But come on, like if your parent is not like healthy, they cannot work anymore. Of course, you got to take care of them. But if they can
No.
contribute to the society,
No.
they're working full time. What do you mean? My parent will
No.
not contribute anything if they're living with me and they're
I
working full
say
time.
I say no. These parents took care of you their whole life. The Bible say honor your father and your mother. It did not say use them.
But
Yes.
Mr. Elise, when you come to think of it, right, it's not
Yes.
a matter of using them. It's a matter
It's
of them
using
coming.
it's no. Your mother, see, we should be honest with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Your mother did her own job. She raised you, raised your children. If your mother is in your house, you are housing her because she is your mom. Point. She is a grandmom, not a nanny. She is a grandmom, not a housemate.
Miss
Your
Elise,
mother is not her job to take care of your children. My for crying out loud, you were not one.
no,
You were
Miss
like
Elise,
four, five,
it's
six.
not, Mr. Elise, it's not as black and white as you're putting it now. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people ask that we do like a part two to that. Maybe we'll do that because it will
Yeah,
be
we need, we
interesting.
need, we need, we need part two because I'm not okay. I will not be okay. No. We need part two. Thank you.
Okay.
Part two, please. Part
We'll
two.
work
We
on
need
part
part
two
two.
because actually I got another letter still going in the same direction of like
Oh,
entitlement. But
okay.
I was like, no, but today is not what we're talking about. But I was like, we have so much talked about in-laws already. So maybe we should take a break
Oh,
from
to
this.
switch. Okay, that's fine.
So
That
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
bring
Yes,
that
ma'am.
back. When we're ready, I'll bring that other letter back, and then you can come in and share your thoughts because it's still gonna go in the same direction. Okay, CB. Hello, CB. Oh, you're muted.
Hello,
I don't know if
ma'am.
you.
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Happy Sunday,
Sunday
ma'am.
and happy Mother's Day. I don't
Happy
know. I know
Mother's Day.
it's different back home, right? Like you all don't celebrate it the same time as us here.
Honestly, I didn't even know today was Mother's Day. I just went with the flow.
Okay,
Hi, Miss Ellie.
but you guys don't they celebrate that on a different day, I believe.
Hi, Miss Cindy.
I
How you
think,
doing?
fine, thank you, ma. I think in Nigeria we celebrate Mother's Day like almost every day, or just when we feel like mothers are amazing. We just like, okay, fine, Happy Mother's
That's not
Day.
true. That's not
I,
true,
I
CB. Keep
No,
cannot
on
that's
keep
not
lying.
track.
true. No, no, no.
I
No,
can't keep
CB,
track. Miss
CB is not serious.
Ellie.
Because sometimes I remember sometime here I'll get up in the morning and a lot of messages will come from back home saying Happy Mother's Day. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
CB is not serious. There's Mother Day in Nigeria. CB, come on, girl. Hmm? What are you doing to mothers like that? If they hear you, they'll come for you.
Hi, look.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, look. You kind of sound too far from the microphone.
You said
You sound a little bit too far from the microphone, like we can barely
I'm
hear
using
you.
an earpiece. I'm using an earpiece.
Oh, okay. So, guys, please in the comment section, Mercy Kendra is here. Comfort and who else? Mercy again. We have a lot of mercies in the house. Comfort and AJ. Guys, please like, share. Okay, like and share. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much. So we're gonna dive right into the story. Today, it's kind of funny because today is Mother's Day, but the letter that we got is from a father, one who cares. So we're gonna hear his story. I'm gonna put that on the screen, and I'm also gonna read that to you, and you can also read it along. It says, "I am a young father to a beautiful 2-year-old daughter. Her mother tragically passed away shortly after she was born, leaving me to navigate this journey of parenthood alone. It's been just me and my little girl against the world ever since. I won't lie, being a single father has been both my greatest blessing and my biggest challenge. But when it comes to relationships, it's been an uphill battle. I recently dated someone who I thought could be the one. I imagined us building a family together, giving my daughter the warmth and affection she deserves. But it didn't take long to realize that she wasn't ready to embrace my daughter as her own. She was kind, but there was always a distance, a hesitation that lingered whenever my daughter was around. Eventually, things fell apart. I can't help but wonder if it's because I'm a father that relationships don't last. Is it the idea of loving both me and my daughter too much for some people? I crave a stable, loving relationship, not just for me, but for my daughter too. I want her to see what love and family truly look like. But lately, I find myself questioning if that is even possible. I am at a crossword, uncertain of what step to take. Should I keep searching for that special someone who will love us both unconditionally? Or am I setting myself up for more heartbreaks? I need your advice. How do I find love that accepts me and my daughter? All right, guys, that's the story. And my question, once more, is I'm going to start with you, Miss Elise. Can true love really exist? Pardon, let me remove this. Can true love really exist if your partner cannot fully accept your child from previous relationship?
Well, I would say it's a very good question, but it's very tricky and it can be very deep. Since we don't know whether he got the child from messing around or from divorce, that
No,
will help
he
us.
said that he said that he was in a relationship, a stable relationship, but she died.
Oh,
The
she
mother
passed
of
away.
the
Okay.
mother, yes, the mother of the child passed away, and then he got. I mean, like, he got the custody of the child. That tells you that he's responsible enough because most
Okay.
people would,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, now I have a better understanding. Okay, so what I see here is trauma. I see number one, someone that is still crying for his dying wife, and someone that has attached himself too much to his daughter that he doesn't want to make room to for somebody else. And I think that's something he has to work on because normally, when you tell a woman I have a child, she already knows you have a child, and she's ready to embrace you and the child because she loves you. Now, what can stop a woman from continuing a relationship after meeting you and your child and seeing the attachment you have for the child, and you don't want to let go or prioritize things? You know, there's a relationship between father and child, and there's a relationship between man and woman. So if the woman feels like she will never come first, or she will not have a place in your life, and your daughter occupy all the place, she will let you marry your daughter. It's very simple. So I think this is a case of trauma. He has to see a psychologist. He has to go through therapy, and they have to tell him that he has to give room for somebody else in his life. Because as he said, somebody that will love me and my daughter. So he make him and his daughter as one. He feels like somebody should not come and divide them. But he does not understand that the love you have for your daughter is different from the love you have for another woman. And if you show a woman that she have no place and only your daughter is heaven and earth for you, she will allow you in peace to continue your relationship with your daughter. I think here there's a problem of communication, there's trauma, there's prioritization, how to prioritize things, and there's timing. The daughter is always with him. He doesn't know when to just have a time with the lady, and she feels like she don't have him. She have them, but she wants to know more of him. So she wants some time to. So he has to know when to be with the woman and his child, and when to be only with the woman. I think that's just a prioritizing thing, and that's what most men do, even in marriages. They don't know how to give the woman time, and something end in divorce. So there's time management, there's prioritization, there is trauma, and there is putting things first. You have a
Mhm.
daughter, but when you meet a woman, you want to make one with the woman, not one with your daughter. You have to detach and show to the woman that you were not here. That's why I had this time with my daughter. And now that you are here, I'm willing to make one with you, and together we'll raise our daughter together. So if you don't have that, us one and our daughter, my brother, you will be single. Oh. You will be so single. So that's my first introduction. So there are many problems in this case. Many
Okay.
problems we have to resolve. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Elise. CB, what are your thoughts? Do you think that it's possible, like, can love exist if your new partner doesn't fully accept your child from previous relationship? Is CB here? CB, you're muted. Okay.
Ma, I didn't get the question. I didn't get it.
Can love really exist if I mean, I know you don't have a child yet, but do you think love can be possible if your new partner does not fully embrace your children or your child from previous relationship?
Hmm. Well, I believe that when you love someone,
Hmm.
you love them with everything that comes with them, the full package. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. So, saying that you love someone and you don't love their kids is weird. I'm not saying that how do I put it? I'm not saying you should fake the love or just literally pretend to love the kids. No. But when you truly love someone, I think you would want to. No. I think naturally you would just love the person's child or children.
Are you saying naturally, like if you love
That's
someone?
just how I see it.
Okay. So you don't
Yes,
feel
yes, that's
that
what I'm
you
saying.
don't.
Naturally,
So that's is that another way to say that no, there can be like love if you do not fully. Because when I say fully, it means fully, right? Like someone might be with you and you have a child
like you're
and
fully involved and
they're fully
invested in the
involved. Like yeah. So I mean, just I'm gonna go to look. Is it even fair? Look, I'm gonna ask you a different question. Is it even fair to expect your new partner to love your child like 100% as if the child was them? Is that a fair request or is maybe a little bit too much to ask?
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, uh, it's not easy. It's not easy to love someone's child like that. At first, I, excuse me. I think it takes time. It takes time for that to happen. Let me make a real scenario. The first question. Mr. Lee said some things. I'm I very much want to align with. The guy in question here, if he's having problem with finding a relationship with a new lady, I think he should relax. Maybe he's facing trauma. Maybe he's still trying to cling to his dead wife. He should just relax first of all and face his daughter. That would be best for him. When the child is grown, I think he can find true love. There's a man in my church who lost his wife when the children were little. I was very little that time, and I knew the man lost his wife,
Oh,
and the kids were little, two boys, two girls. The man didn't get married. He trained all his children till they finish university. The last one is in university now. That's when he just got married recently to a woman. You see, I want to believe that the man was finding hard to was trying to protect his children from another woman. Maybe he was thinking that the woman is going to marry again, won't love the kids the way his wife loved them when she was alive. That's why he waited till they were all grown up, finished school, working before he married again. So
isn't
I
that a
think this
little bit
guy should.
unrealistic? Look, like wait until you find yourself single parent when kids are little. You wait until they get to college before you get in a relationship.
I'm not saying they are little like they are kids. I'm not saying they are small children. They are little. I'm not saying they are 3 years old, 4 years old. I think they were in junior secondary school that time. So I think they had some reason. They had some needs in that time. For
I
me,
mean,
for my own
I'm
case,
trying to understand where you're bringing this to. Are you saying that the best thing to do as a single parent is to train your kids until at least they're like 18, they leave the house before you try to find love? Is that kind of where this is
if
heading?
I if I've tried to find love and I notice that the people I'm meeting don't love my kids the way I love them, the way me as much I love them, I think it's better for me to wait. If I think that I'm still clinging to my wife that has passed away, I think I'm facing trauma, as Mr. said. I have to wait till my child is grown enough. Not necessarily mean they have to wait till they not, I'm not saying that I will wait their university first. Maybe when they have grown up ahead, and I can start looking for love again. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think this
Okay.
guy here should just rest a little bit, just wait and focus on his kids. She should grow a little before finding love. Because from the story you read now, the guy is finding someone who will love his daughter the way he does. So he finds it very difficult. It's not going to be easy for him, frankly, frank with you. So that, that's my take.
Okay. So, and to answer the other
Coach
question of
Michelle. I think that man is looking for a mother for his daughter. He's not ready for marriage or commitment.
Oh,
because
it is
most people
though.
are like that.
It's ready, but it's just like Miss Elise pointed something very important. He is very attached to his daughter. He is very attached to
That's
his
true.
daughter,
That's true.
and he wants love. Like he wants love, but it comes with a package, right? We've heard like single mothers say that if a man loves me, it has like I come with this package here, I come with my kids. He has to be able to accept my kids. Now the table has turned. It's a guy who is involved. He is ready. He wants love. He wants to be able to love. He wants to be able to, but his only thing is that he wants the person to accept his kid. He doesn't want someone who comes and just kind of like disregard the child. Maybe, and especially another thing is that the child is very young. It's only 2 years, right? That means that it's hands-on. You need like it's not the kind that you're gonna tell them how you can make your own sandwich. You have to be hands-on. Maybe,
As
yeah,
he said, he's looking for a mother.
yeah. A mother and a wife, both.
No,
But
no,
it,
no. He's not looking for a wife. No, he's not looking for a wife. He's looking for a nanny.
No, he's not looking for a wife because
He's
That's
not looking
true.
for
if
a wife.
he's
He's looking
looking
for
for
a
a wife,
nanny.
he will be
looking
Because
for
wife,
detaching
he has a
gradually. Yes.
no, no, no. This man is traumatized. And you know, men, you people are just strong with your muscles. Emotionally, men are unstable. I'm sorry, oh men. My husband is on the other side looking at me. It's true. Men are unstable emotionally. Men are not strong emotionally. What us women can take, men cannot take. See, imagine that this man was not doing anything for the child. Now the wife passed away. And now he has to do everything. This man can go mad though. This man is not searching for love. This man is not searching for wife. He's looking for a nanny in disguise wife, but he's not look in disguise partner, aka wife, but aka true nanny. So this man is looking for help. This man need first therapy. This man has so many problems. Try this man, something don't do amo. Sorry, my brother, if you're hearing us, something don't do you. I understand you both think that to take care of a child is easy. The man is seeing Pepe. So as the woman is not doing like he wants the woman to take the child as his own, when the woman is not even sure of his love for her. How do you want to use a woman that is not sure if you love her? How? This
no.
woman should even have like strategy on how to flatter a woman, make her show her love, Then the woman will feel like, okay, this man loves me and everything. Then she will be ready to sacrifice herself for him and the child. But when the woman looks very well, she feels like the man wants to use her to take care of the child, but really the man is not ready emotionally for her. That's the thing. And women, we can perceive it. When a man loves you, you know. When a man is pretending, you know. When a man is confused, you know. So this man is a confused man. He's confused. I don't know how we're going to help him today. This one is tough. Oh. This man has many problems.
So someone said that he's ready for commitment.
No, he's not ready. Well, what made you tell you that he's ready? Somebody that have a 2 years old baby is ready for commitment. Now for you,
And it's
is
and
You know
it
it?
what?
what was that look?
I just want to comment on what AJ just said just now.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Mm. You know, fathers, it's true, naturally attached to their daughters. My father is one of them, very, very well. Be frank with you. But this man in this story, his daughter is young, very, very little, 2 years. I don't think she has the mind of trying to
Attachment.
love
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
attach to his new stepmother. So that's why the man will find it very difficult to find love. If the girl has maybe have grown maybe 12 years, 15 years, it's very easy for the girl to love the lady. It's very easy for the woman to love the lady. But the woman is seeing a workload, the woman is seeing a nanny job there. That's why she's finding it very difficult to.
Uh,
But to be
oh, oh,
honest, look, to be honest, if I was dating a single father, if I was single and dating a single father, I would rather with someone who has a very young kid because at that age, it's really difficult to deal with teenagers. Like
no, no.
I would run from any man who has teenagers because I'm not ready for drama. But the little baby just needs to be loved.
No,
And
Coach Michelle.
baby can see through you. Like you come
Coach
and you love
Michelle.
them, they just embrace you, and everything is well.
Coach
Yeah.
Michelle, the problem is not the baby, the problem is that man. You know how a woman will come and want to train the child her way. And this man is like, no, this is not how I do it. This is how I want you to do it. This man is also controlling. And this man is not an easygoing person. So he doesn't want the woman to come in and train the child her own way because he said, we spend time together. In that spending time, do you let her be the mother to that child the way she wants to be? Or you want her to do things the way you have been doing? Or you want her to do, because another thing, when men, you people don't understand something. Allow a woman to lead. Even if her leadership is bad, but you talk to her in private. Don't make her feel as if she's not making effort, especially when it's not her child. If it's her child, she'll stand her ground and do anything. But if it's not her child, she'll retrieve and run. So I think in this case, the baby is very small, as Coach Michelle said. Small children, they are pure in heart. You can easily make them your children. That
Yeah,
one, very easy. But
yeah.
the problem is not the children, the problem is the man. This man self not get character. This man is badly behaved. He doesn't have good character. Means everything the woman is doing, he's criticizing. You're not
How
doing
can you
this
say
well.
that it's
You're not.
badly behaved? It's just wanting the person. He asks if it's too hard, if it's too much to
It's
ask.
it's too hard. It's too hard to love a controlling man. It's too hard to love a man that everything you do he does not appreciate. It's too hard to to love someone and his child when you're making effort for them and all he's seeing is criticism. It's too hard. This man, this man trouble plenty.
But Miss Elise, you're saying that maybe it's very controlling and
He is. Yeah,
wouldn't let.
and also, yeah, maybe he's not even appreciative because us women, right? We do so many things, but sometimes we just want you to say, baby, thank you for this. Baby, thank you for this. Or you say, baby, the way you're doing is good though. But what about trying this other way? I've been trying it, it's been working. The way of the way you approach things, especially when it's not her child. She's trying to create a bond. She's trying to make that child her child. Let her make, like, if you have children, a woman come in, allow her to be the mother she wants to be for that child. Don't tell her how to be a mother. Don't teach her how to be a mother. But when you want to make a correction, correct her with love. You understand? Don't come as if and make as if what she's doing is zero. Now, wait till you they talk, they make sense. My brother, you want war? They go leave you with your children and your trouble and run. Though you better that man should change his character.
Miss
Those kind
Elise,
of men that commando. His
I'm
way or the highway is
no,
hard. My sister, it's not easy.
I
To
don't
be
see it
honest.
this way, Miss Elise, because you said that you should let the woman lead. But I'm like, if I was a woman with a 2-year-old, would I be comfortable letting someone to come in my life and leading with my 2-year-old kid? No, I'll be very
No,
much
no, no.
worried.
The problem, no, 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 Coach Michelle. That's why single mothers will die single because of what you just said now. See, Coach
Okay.
Michelle, you are a mother. He is a father. You allow him to build the father relate because he's coming to become a father for your child, right? Let him be that father for that child. Don't teach him how to be a father. You are a mother. He has a different role to play. So you can observe, and if you don't like certain things, you can come and with, let's say, communication approach matters. Okay, baby, I know that maybe you know that you're doing a very good job as a father. But baby, what about being a little bit softer? What about correcting and then letting a little bit? I think that will work better. Baby, please try. It's different. But you say, no, my child, nobody talks to my child like that. Nobody, it's my child, my sister. You will stay with that child alone. No? You will stay with that child alone. Because everybody wants to have, like you have children, right? The way your way of parenting can be different from your husband. Me, I don't talk much. Me, I beat. I talk once, I beat you. My husband will pet and everything. But I cannot come and tell him that, baby, the way you pet, I will observe him. And then me, I will doing the correction. I will say, baby, you can, sometimes being too nice, with love. But I will not tell him that his ways are bad because that is his way. And if I want him to parent like me, we will fight. And that's the truth. Allow people to be who they are for your children, especially if it's good. But don't come and dictate every step. No, don't go left, go high. No, no. Every step is as if you don't want to include them in the training of your own, because that child is not no longer your own child. Oh. Is you people's child.
Okay.
Policy of inclusion, include them
Yeah.
and
That
correct them
I
and
mean,
review the process.
this make a lot of sense that
Okay.
if someone comes in your life and you have kids, you should kind of like give them the freedom to do their own parenting, right? And but I'm thinking also that maybe there was a miscommunication in this case, and that's what led to the separation. He did not like the way she handled being with his daughter. Maybe he could have communicated that differently. But meanwhile, I'm like, sometimes maybe it should have been a little bit more merciful because maybe the lady was in a different place in her life. Like maybe she had never had kids before. Maybe she was in a place where her career was the most important thing for her. And there she comes, she really likes you, and you want her to just step in hands on and become a mother. Maybe she needed a little bit of time. So, yeah, I do agree that maybe the way we communicate these things matter. And sometimes maybe just kind of understand where the person is coming from. But still, though, still, um, shouldn't you as a single parent prioritize the well-being of your kids first in every relationship you find yourself into, or even before getting in a relationship? Is it selfish to prioritize the well-being of your kids first? But go ahead, CB, you were going to say something.
So I was going to say that if I were to be a single mom and then I'm about to start a relationship, I'm not just going to give that man the freedom to be a dad. That's my child. I would want to, maybe I'll watch you, and you're not doing if I see that you're not handling my child the way I want you to, I'll politely tell you, okay, no, you can't do this. Oh, this is how she feels when you do this and stuff. I'll just literally update him on everything he needs to know about my child. Because what if that child, for example, has allergies? What if that child is scared of the dark? What if that child, there's so many other character or habits that child has that the man knows absolutely nothing about, diets and stuff, or it could be, god forbid, health issues you know so I'm not just going to give you that freedom. I'm going to watch you, and then if I feel like you're not doing something right, I can politely tell you, okay, no, please don't do this, do that. And if the man gets defensive and he wants to become, what's that thing they usually do, like, okay, you know what, I'm a man, so yeah, you can't tell me what to do. I'm so done with that relationship. It will not survive. So
No,
I
no.
don't really like the
See,
idea of giving a total
see,
stranger the
CB,
freedom to
CB, this,
just.
To
CB,
parent
this is not
anyhow.
marriage yet. CB, this is not marriage yet. This is just a relationship. I think when
Yeah,
you
but
meet
but
someone
but you'll be
wait,
spending time together, right?
okay, one
That's the
second,
thing.
CB.
Okay.
The first phrase you mentioned can cause World War Four. You don't do this to my child. That is already excluding him from your life and making him understand that this is not his child. Why he's trying to accept you with your child as his own, and you are telling him you don't do this to my child. Sometimes the words we use destroy or build. But if you just, it's your responsibility to tell him, baby, my child has, our child, our child, this is not our child. I will not be saying my child. Our child has allergy. She's scared of the dark and everything. It's your job to update him about your child. Now, if you fail to update him about the most important part of your child's life, with time, maybe he does something that it was unknown to him and he do it. You don't come and tell him you don't do this to my child. You say, baby, well, I forgot to tell you, this child, she's afraid of that. Baby, sometimes you have to allow her to sleep with light or something like that. You use a very approachable manner for peace. Because if a man is trying to accept you with your cargo, which is your child, and you mention the phrase, you don't do this to my child, that man will not continue the relationship. Or if he wants to think that maybe it's a mistake, maybe you said it out of anger, maybe, and then you say it another time, he will feel like you don't want him to be the father of that child and you don't accept him in that life. And a real man will leave you. So there are words that we use, especially when we already have children outside of marriage, that make the other person excluded from decision making, from ideas, from nurturing, that make the person sometimes retrieve themselves completely. And one day they'll tell you, after all, it's
Mr.
not
Lee,
my child. You have been saying it.
Mr. Lee, the
And
reason
you'll be
why I said
surprised.
that was because you used the word freedom.
Yeah, you
That
have to
was
give them
why
freedom around your child. Yes.
That
Because
that's
before
not
you,
that's what I'm not that's what I'm not comfortable with. I do not know you. We're in a relationship. We're
no,
just
no,
getting
no,
started.
you know them, because before you bring somebody close to your child, you should know the and trust them before you
But
bring them
life
around your
is
child.
funny. You know people can hide their behavior, their attitude, right?
It's true.
Life is funny. You can't know everything. So
Yeah.
I'm still going to be careful. And just like you said, you're right when you said I should update him. So even before
Mhm.
that update, I want to be careful. I'm not giving you that freedom. That is my child first before we can start the whole our child. No matter what, no matter how you see it, I have spent more time with my child, and I already have a bond with my child. So I'm the best person to understand that child better. So I don't want that freedom at the very first stage.
So you
You
have to
you
give
have
them
to we
freedom
have
in
to
order
get
for
to
them to go.
no we have to no we have to get to that level where I see that I can actually trust you before
Yeah,
I can
until you
just
get to
let
that
go.
level, yeah, CB, that's the problem. People don't trust people and bring them around their children and now make them uncomfortable around their children, and the relationship breaks because of their foolishness.
Mhm.
Until you get comfortable with someone and you trust them, do not introduce them to your children. Period. Because
Yeah,
I'm a woman,
because
right? If I meet a man that has children and I come around his children, he's behaving funny, him and his children, I'm chasing them out of my life. I don't have time for nonsense. It's as simple as that.
but what Tibi is also saying is very important, because she's saying that a lot of people can hide their true identity. Like, as long as it's only you, they behave in a certain way until they actually get to the place to meet your kids. And then you kind of see like different angle of them, That's why a lot of people who are single and dating, I mean, single parents dating, sometimes the big anxiety is, how is the dynamic? How how are things gonna go the moment that they meet my kids? Like, are my kids gonna love them? Are they gonna love my kids? Because it's always something that you don't prepare for. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes the bonding just happens, but sometimes there's such a big disconnect that you just cannot help it. So those are the things that you don't know until they actually get involved together, like the kids and the step parent. But someone in the comment section said that it seemed like we are condemning the guy for trying to do the best thing for his child. And 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 I agree with you. We shouldn't like kind of throw stone at someone who's trying to do the right thing, and especially knowing what the world has come to. How many single parents did you see out there? How many men step in to actually care for the kids? Very few. So this guy is to be applaud. This guy is to be appreciated. This guy should be like an example. How many men care this much to be raising a 2-year-old child by themselves and trying to give the best to that baby? So I think this guy is a great guy.
I
I don't
have a
think I
question.
don't
Is
think
the
it
is
did
the mother
anything wrong.
alive?
But no,
I
she's
mean
dead.
the
Dead.
man's mother, the
Oh,
grandmother of that child.
that detail I don't have. But this guy care enough to not bring that child, for instance, to their mother, or maybe
No,
to their
he's a
sister.
father. He should raise his child. Is the grandmother? Is it your daughter?
I mean,
He
that's
should
the
raise
way
his
it
child.
should be. But when you look around you, Miss Elise, how many men actually do what this guy is doing? That's
Most
what I'm
men
Because
are
most men,
lazy, Miss Elise.
no, most men are not fathers. They're just sperm donors. Let us be
saying. Thank
honest.
you. Thank you. That's
So
what I'm saying.
if a man has to be a father to his children, you have to raise your children, not sending them to your mother. You born them, you
No,
raise
Miss
them.
Elise, the problem with the society is when a man, for example, beats his kids or serve them meal, we start applauding them as if it's not normal. It's normal. That's
No,
your child.
it's
We
so
should not be
normal.
applauding you for.
It's so normal. But when you look around, how many do that? That's my
No, the problem
That's
is
the
the
problem.
problem.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just like growing up, daddy did a lot. So I didn't see it. It was not, I don't know how to put it. Okay, daddy will bait us, get us ready for school, make breakfast, make lunch that we'll take to school. Any day he doesn't meet up, he will get us snacks and juice box. And then when we're back from school, if he if he's not back from work, there's always a provision. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Daddy did
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
things
I mean, you were
that mommy
fortunate
mommy
to
could,
have.
all those things that mommy would do normally, but because she's absent and she's in the hospital, daddy filled in the role pretty well. He was taking care of his children. He was taking care of his children. So I don't see the need to applaud a man because he did some things around the house. You're doing something for your children. Why should we applaud you?
Why do we have to applaud this man that is still mourning? Yeah, we can hear you, ma.
Exactly.
This man is
I
still
don't need to
mourning, and
tell
this
you.
man,
If you, yeah, if you cook, if you make, if you make food for your kids, I shouldn't be telling you thank you. That's you taking care of your child. Just like it comes naturally for me to take care of my child. I don't like the whole, okay. I have seen videos on Facebook where a man is baiting. Why is look up? Where a man is baiting his newborn, not really newborn, but child has maybe 1 month or so. And then people are like, oh my god, he tried. Hello, what's that? Some men cannot even change diaper. It is that bad. The diaper is full and they're calling the wife. She's probably somewhere busy with either laundry or she's cooking or she's just busy with one other thing, because the truth is you cannot, house chores no they finish. That's just the truth. So you change the diaper, I'm supposed to applaud you. That's your child. So I really, that mentality is so disgusting. Mm-mm, not for me, I beg.
I mean,
That's why a
see,
lot of women are
like
stressed
like
out.
I was Miss
That's why a
Sibi.
lot of women are stressed out.
Yes, Mississippi. I mean, you came from a your dad was the example, like he set like it was a role model. It set like a great example to you. But what I'm saying is that yes, because the majority of men, like Miss Elise said, are not fathers. Now we see here a man who is trying, who is going above and beyond to be a father. I feel like yes, we should applaud. We should be like, good job, well done. Because we need more men like this. So it's not because things is hard to be in a certain way that when we see someone actually doing that thing the way it's supposed to be, that we wouldn't applaud for that person. Yes, this is for someone who's doing things right, the way it's supposed to be. And we
But Coach
would like.
Michelle, the society barely applauds single moms who are playing both mother and father role. Rather, they shame them and insult them. So I'm not, I don't like the whole idea of applauding anybody, please. If you're doing anything for
no,
your child, you are meant to do it.
Okay,
That's
can I
me, oh,
say
that's
ma,
my
something?
own.
I think CB is right. Why applaud him when he's doing what he's supposed to do? It's as if you
Because
take a shower in the morning and they have to
his
applaud you for
gender,
showering for what?
because of his gender messing things up, right?
No,
His
no, no. He's
gender.
other the men that don't do it are just not psychologically stable. They're just not normal. Because I don't know how you bring a
Can
child to this world
okay,
and say you will not take care
No,
of your own
actually,
child.
the society made it so. It's just like when you're in the kitchen with your girl child cooking and your boy child is out there playing ball. That's nonsense. That's what me I'm saying. When you learn to do things, when you learn to know train both your girl child and your boy child and tell them, okay, you're washing plates in the morning, you wash plates in the evening. Either the girl is washing the plates in the morning and the boy is doing it in the afternoon. Let them do chores together. There's nothing like your daughter is in the kitchen assisting you with preparing the meal while the boy is out there in the compound playing ball. What kind of nonsense is that? And then you wonder why some men cannot even, they can't even, they cannot even heat up food. Some men cannot, they cannot warm rice. They can't warm
uh,
rice. That's bad.
let's
The
let's
rice
turn
will
the
be there. No,
Mississippi.
it's
Let's kind of
disgusting.
turn the table, kind of revisit this from a different angle. Like there's a say that usually said that, oh, they're treating me like the stepchild. This issue is as old as the world. The issue of accepting another woman's kids. We like even in the Bible, right? In the Bible, Abraham, he had another child. He had his first child was Ishmael. What did Sarah said to him? Send him away. Send him
No,
away.
Sarah, no,
Hold
no,
on.
Coach
No, Miss
Michelle.
Elise. Miss Elise, hold on, please. Let me finish this. She said, send him away. And Abraham was very upset. And he was like, I mean, calm. And what did God say to Abraham? Listen to your wife. No. and he sent them away. My question is, do you do you think it's difficult for some people to accept another woman or another man's kid? Because let's look around us. Is it difficult for some people to do that, or it's just a matter of not doing enough effort? Like this guy broke up with his girlfriend because it felt like she didn't accept his child. But maybe she wasn't just trying enough. Maybe it wasn't a matter of accepting or not. But do we feel like it's true? The struggle is real. It's difficult for someone to accept another person's child as if it was theirs. Go ahead,
Coach
Miss Elise.
Michelle, yes, it's difficult. I will not lie, to accept another man's child, and take them as yours. That's true. It's difficult, but like I said, it depends on this situation. In this case, he had that child before he met me,
Mm-hmm.
so they are a complete package. I'm going to love him and love that child. But then we all know that I'm going to have my challenges, right? The child might not accept me at first, but with constant love from me and the father also trying to make the child understand that this is the woman I love right now. So if you want daddy to be happy, you have to accept her. I have my role to play. The man also has his role to help that child accept me. You understand? But if I'm in the relationship, like God forbid all the celebrities now, we are already married, and then you cheat on me, and then you bet a child outside and bring that child inside. I'm not accepting that one, because
Okay.
that's a different issue right now. I know
Yeah.
I'm digressing a little bit, but I just want to say it's not in all situations. In that case, I'm not accepting that child, because you know what you're doing. You cheated on me, you broke our vow, you hurt me, you have betrayed me already. So I'm not accepting that child. That doesn't mean that I have anything against the child, but I do know that child is going to be a constant reminder that you cheated on me. So I would not accept that one. That one will stay with the mother. But the one you had before you met me, even if they are four, I'm loving them all. Thank you.
Okay. What about you, Miss Elise? Do you feel like it's just difficult for some people to accept another person's kid?
You know, in this case makes it very easier. The baby is small, she's two, you can take her, make her your daughter. If the father is stable, if he's emotionally healed from his trauma, if he has forgot, I will not say forget because he cannot forget his wife, but if he has healed from the trauma of the disease of his wife and is ready to give room to somebody else, give room for the person to be a mother, not dictate the rules of how to be a mother because he is not the one. So if he's ready to compromise, talk with love, appreciate, and then be open-minded to have difficult and deep conversations, you can love this baby. But in case you meet a man with grown-up children and or a grown-up child and the mother is alive and the child is still with the mother and he has a relationship of parenting with the mother, there are two things involved. This man has to communicate to the mother of that child that, hey, if you need something from me, talk to my wife. Everything goes through my wife for transparency and honesty. So the woman out, the mother of his children, of his child should know that there's a new madam in town. And because the child goes to that new madam's house, I have to call that new madam and inquire about the child. I have no business with the husband. If she calls the man, for example, the man will say, if you need money for the child, call my wife. So the wife will know that there's nothing between them than parenting. So even a man, when you meet a woman with a child, she has to introduce you to the father of her child, and she will tell the man that from now on, I have a new boss. Don't call me for the child. Call my new husband. So that the man will know that you cannot go behind him and touch his wife. You
Mhm.
understand? So he knows that it's his wife, and you come to him man to man. You solve the baby. You will have a relation. Is the child, Abi? Is the child. So we can talk about the child. The child comes to the house, so my new wife can talk to you about the child. That is what they call, and that's what most single fathers and mothers are not doing, and that's what make relationship difficult. When a woman have a particular relationship with your husband, you cannot be at peace. You can never be at peace because you don't know what they're discussing. You don't know because they had a history, and that history can repeat itself because they're
True.
human beings. And for CB that is saying that I will not accept the child should stay outside. CB, you're introducing the devil in your house because you don't want to accept the child. Means your husband will go and see the child without you.
No,
It means
CB,
that
let's
when
say it's a case of him cheating and having a child. She's like,
that's what I'm
no.
saying. And I want to go back to CB case. If the man cheats and have a child outside, it will be best for you to leave the man. Because if you say the child is not coming and he has to go and see his child without you, he can still make a second child there.
And they do. They
Because
also
you,
can do.
yeah, you will have a second child outside there again. You will have a third child because you don't want to have anything to do with that child. But if you're a forgiving kind of me, I don't forgive cheating. You cheat on me, we'll meet in heaven. I don't forgive. I'm not Jesus. Before you cheat, you have
Oh
to
my
think
God,
very
Miss
well.
Elise.
Yeah, yeah, I
Miss
don't
Elise,
forgive. I
you're
can.
funny.
No, I'm not funny. You know, everybody have their own trauma. They can. Me, I don't like trauma in my life. The only
I've
trauma I have in
always
this
said
life is
that cheating for me is a deal breaker. I've always said this.
no. I'm
I've said
saying,
this on
for
Chris
me, the only
Michel's
struggle I
platform.
have
I
in
said
this
it on
life,
Bene's platform.
yeah, my only
It's
struggle I
a
have
deal
in this
breaker for
life,
me. So that,
yeah, the
do you
only.
know what I'm going to let the man I'm about to marry has to know this, so that if he wants to cheat, he will think twice. He got to
Okay, see,
think
me
am, or else
now.
you do not want me. I'm going to
Okay,
tell you because hello, the way it is right now, if I cheat on him, he will not forgive me. That's the
CB,
truth.
CB understood that part. I was saying the part that you said that you will stay with him, but the child you will not accept the child. That's the part I wanted to correct. See, CB, for me, the only struggle I have
Okay.
on earth, the only struggle I have
Mm-hmm.
on earth is to make heaven, is to run away from sin, is not to run after a man or run after a woman that is chasing my man. I don't have a relationship with that woman. The only
I'm
commitment I have is with my husband. So my husband should do everything he can, whether fly from the window, run from the door as Joseph did to run away from other women. The day you evaluate my relationship with you, our family and everything, you decide another woman is better than me, my brother, we will separate in the love and peace of God. We'll meet in heaven. Maybe we'll be neighbors or we'll be different section, but we'll meet in heaven. On earth, relationship is finished. So for
Different.
me, if a man has children, you have a child or two, and you meet a woman, and that mother of those children is alive, tell the mother, if you have even a meeting and say, hey, Josephine, Nancy is my new woman. Me and you will try. It didn't work. You know, Nancy, she's not the reason why we separate. Oh. Nancy was not in our business. So Nancy is a woman I met after us. So Nancy is not against you or your children. Nancy is my new woman, means she's the new mother of my children. So Josephine, you calm down. Don't be angry at Nancy because she got no business in our relationship. She was not there when we separated. She was not there when we met. So the children will come into the house. So Nancy is their new mother. From today, if you need something for the children, please, because I belong to Nancy fully, call Nancy. Don't call me because I don't want anything that will destroy my relationship with Nancy. Me and you it did not work. I don't want to break my another relationship again. So from now on, call Nancy. If you need money, I'll give money to Nancy. But if you're calling me to talk to the children, no problem. Any other relationship, please meet my wife Nancy. If it's to take the children, Nancy will take the children. If to bring them back, Nancy will bring them back. But you see, me and you is over for life. I love Nancy. I want righteousness. I want peace in my home. If that man does that, Coach Michelle, this woman Nancy will accept the children. She will nurture them as her own children. She will have no problem because Mr. John has made it clear to Josephine that it is over and he doesn't want any string attached. In that case, Nancy will feel like fully, you know how they give you responsibility. You feel like you're the madam. You can even
Mm.
call Josephine and say, the children were here. You know, I noticed that Joshua's leg is swollen. Please put massage. I gave his medication. Really, co-parenting between the three will be so plain and nice. But in this world, what people want to
Yes.
have their cake
They want
and
to
eat
play
it.
games. Oftentimes,
Yeah.
it's because they
So
want to do.
when Nancy will say introduce me to Josephine, you say no no no. What do you want to do with Josephine? If you're the relationship because he's still sleeping with Josephine and he wants Nancy as wife. I tell women if a man has a child outside, he doesn't want to talk with a woman or with a child. Means that my sister, he has another relationship there. And the reason sometimes those children don't like the new woman because they are seeing their father and their mother still in a relationship, and they feel like the other woman is an enemy. Children are not stupid. My sister, if a child hates you, there's a reason why that child hates you. It's either they heard a bad story about you, or they told them something bad about you, or their parents are still together and they see you as a person that is trying to divide their parents. It's very easy. Children are saints. They are saints. So
Thank you,
for
Miss
me,
Elise. Thank you. But AJ just mentioned something. He said, let's go back to the story. And it's been a while since we heard from Luke. So, Luke, do you think that some people just have a hard time accepting another person's child? Juliet, for instance, in the comments said that she personally wouldn't get with a man who has kids. So sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and be like, I don't have it in me to love someone else's kids. Oh, we can hear you, Luke, if you talk.
okay, look, those your earpiece are not working. No, those your earpiece, they are failing us.
We can't hear you, Luke. There's no sound coming.
Okay, look, remove your earpiece. We cannot hear you. They're not working. I think those his earpiece are not working today.
AJ said,
Um,
love the daughter. Luke, I don't know if you're still trying to, but we can't hear you. Like
no, no,
there's
no.
no.
You don't have to love the daughter to find a way to his heart. It's either he loves you or that's it. You both should stop that nonsense. Love my children to show find a way to my heart. Your heart is not your children. There are some cases where the woman wants to love the child because the mother has said so many bad things about the woman, the child start hating the woman. But the woman is not the problem. The problem is your other woman and the child.
No,
Because the other
no.
woman can be the
AJ,
other woman can be very
wait.
nice.
I think AJ got the point because in this particular case, for instance, you have no competition. The other woman is dead. You understand? She has passed away. So this child is an orphan. So you are not fighting against another woman because
The problem is not
Please, please.
the problem is not the child. The problem is the man. The man has not healed from his disease. The man
I
is the
think it's the
problem. It's not
network.
the child. The child is
The
innocent.
network is shaking. Can you
Yes,
still
it's
hear
better
me?
now, Galup. Well, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
I'm trying to talk now.
Coach Michelle, are you talking? I cannot hear you.
yeah. Oh, sorry. We can't hear you. Look, we're not
You
able
guys are
to
still
hear you.
talking, oh.
No, we can't hear you. Go ahead. Why do we get that background sound? Like, but go ahead.
Okay, if you can hear me, I'll say a few things and
Okay, go ahead.
I'll give my I'll give my comment. So, first of all, I want to say that I'm not married. I don't have kids. So I'm giving my own idea of what I think will be the solution to this man's issue. So, and I want us to stick with the story that was that we are having today. So, first of all, this man, I think, before his wife died, he just got married and they had a daughter, and his wife died. The daughter is 2 years old. So I think that was the first child he had. So this man is finding it very hard to be. He's finding it very hard in this fatherhood life. So that fatherhood life is he's just seeing it for the first time.
Mm,
So he's scared. Maybe he's scared and is looking for someone to be a mother and a mother to the child and a wife to him at the same time. So it's not going to be very easy. So me, I will advise my own advice. I will advise the man, be frank with you. The daughter, the little child has no sin, has no issue with this story. To be frank, from my own idea is between the man and the woman is wanting to be his wife. Let's take for instance this child is grown up. Once your child loves another woman, it's over. That woman, once your child can bond with that woman you are seeing, that your child has loved that woman, that man must marry that woman. That's to me. But yeah, this little girl is young, she's innocent, she don't know what is happening. So I think it's between the man and the woman. So if the man is finding the issue to find a woman, the man should just stay and raise her to a certain age before thinking of looking for another woman. Maybe the man is still finding it very difficult to to let go of his dead wife, something like that. To me, the man is facing some trauma and he needs to just heal first of all. Take care of your daughter yourself, or take your daughter to his grandparents to take care of them for you, and heal first of all before you find somebody else. Because if you love, as Miss Ellie said, there's a daughter to father, there's a father daughter love, and there's a father mother love. So the man is giving her to his daughter. So finding that woman that wants to love him and love his daughter at the same time, and that girl is young, it's going to be very, very hard. So the man should just train his daughter himself, first of all. Allow his daughter to grow and find love. And lastly, I want to say that it's very, very difficult to love somebody's child. It's not easy. It's not really easy. So it takes time. It takes time. Even though they are saying in Africa we accept people's children, to me it's not really easy to love other person's child. It's not really easy. It takes time. It takes the grace of God. It takes time. It takes maturity, matured mind, and it takes grace of God for that to happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Luke. And like, I think so too. It's difficult for some people to accept another one child, another person's child. Like growing up, even in Africa, I would see most women, especially like single mothers, when they get married and that they had a child prior getting married, what would happen is what they would take that child to a family member. You know, I actually had this neighbor in a place where I lived, as a child, that every time the wife's sons would come to the house because she had a son before getting married to him, it was a fight. Like they would be fighting every single day. You could tell that this man just did not want to see this little boy, you know. So this is the reality, right? And same with women. Some woman will come and she will even disguise, she will do like a saint. She will behave as a saint. She will accept your kid. She will pretend. And the moment that you get married to her and then she start having her own kids, you see the difference. Oh my gosh, what is happening today? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but your screen is
Yes, we can hear you.
stepping on. But we
Okay.
can hear you.
So some
You're
women, the moment that
frozen.
some women, the moment that she start having kids, you see the difference, the way she treat those kids versus the way she treats her kids. That other kids will become like the servant in the house, is the one doing all the chores, is the one that is always being yelled at, and so it's difficult. It's difficult, and sometimes
Um,
sometimes your intuition will tell you, like this man is just kind of observed and saw that there was a big disconnect. Like this woman, she didn't warm up to the daughter, and I'm glad that it was able to catch that and just uh, you know call off the
mm,
relationship. So
Coach Michelle, me,
yeah.
I don't believe in that last version of you said. I believe that this man is still going. You have to ask him when did the wife die? You have to ask him because some people mourn for so long. I lost my dad 5 years ago this year. But I'm still mourning. You see, I've not been able to see the pictures of the wakekeeping or the burial till now. I have the video, but I will not be, I've not, because I'm still mourning, right? People mourn differently. If this man is still mourning his wife, he cannot give room for another woman. That's just the truth. He should have taken care of a 2-year-old is difficult. He's tired because he's not up to the task. That's why women nurture children and men are just their providers. Most men, because they don't have that. It's not every man that have that ability. Not every man. There are men that can do it. There are men that they cannot just, they want to do it, but they don't even know how to do it. And sometimes it becomes stressful for them because they are not, it's not easy. It's a sacrificial task. So this man is still mourning, and this man cannot give room for another woman. That's just the truth. As Oga Luke said, let him give time to time. It's true. Let him get a nanny if the work is too much for him. But let him not lie to people that he's looking for a wife when he's not giving himself for that relationship. And number two, it's not easy for a woman to just born easily with a child that is not hers, except she have the fear of God. If a woman is not, I'm not saying going church go out, I'm not saying lip servant. So I'm not talking about a woman that really loves God. Because when you really love God and you're a genuine Christian, I say practical Christian, not a Christian because you were born in a Christian home. You have a personal relationship with God, you fear God. No woman can love your children if she don't love God. It's not easy. It takes the grace of God for somebody to love your children as their own. And this baby is a very good baby. She's just two. She can call her mother for the rest of her life. The problem is not the woman. You both should leave the woman alone. The problem is not the child. The problem is that man. Is he ready to commit? Is he ready to give another woman a place in his life, in his heart? Is he ready to have time? Maybe every second he's talking about the mother of the child. Every second. Who wants to be with a man that is talking about his ex-dead wife every time? It's true, he's going through trauma, but it's not comfortable for the person hearing it. Or maybe comparing it. Her mother used to do this. We used to do this with her mother. My brother, you stay single. So I think that no matter how good this man can be as a friend, as a father, he's not good as a partner yet. He has to work on himself. Because some people say, I know him, he's a good man. My friend, you know him as a friend. You don't know him as a boyfriend. You don't know him as a husband. If you want to know a man, ask his partner. They will tell you who he is. People should stop saying people are good when you don't really know them relationship wise. This man there are some men that are very generous, very good. Their wife don't even see their 1 naira, $1. She doesn't even know where the money is. But outside, he's the biggest giver. He's a papa, he's sweet, he's everything at home is like a lion. So what people show you is not really what they are. For me, I would say this man advise him therapy, prayers. He should see his pastor for counseling. He should go and see, when people lost someone, there is what they call mourning faces where you mourn. I went through therapy by my own. There are 5 phases of mourning the person. You first accept that they are dead. You realize that they have gone to a better place. You understand that their life will have still gone on if they did not die. Then you realize that you have the right to mourn. You have the right to miss them. Then you realize that you don't have to allow the fact that they are dead for you to die too, or fall into depression or sickness or any that. You realize that it's okay for you to miss them. It's okay for you to recall the thing from time to time and cry, but you should realize that you still have to live because them the other side they will be happy seeing you happy. They will be happy seeing you involving and moving on, yet keeping their memory. But you should not allow that situation to destabilize for the rest of your life because you may have 100 years to live. How do you want to carry on the shock while living, and how does it affect you positively or negatively? So there are phases that people don't know, and you have to talk. It's okay for you to cry. Some men they feel like they're so strong they cannot cry. Cry out because crying sometimes free you from something. Sometimes it's so heavy that you have to shed those tears. You have to cry loud. You have to be alone for a time. Do it. Go through the process because if you pretend to be strong, you all you want and you just fall down and depression and that's it. So we should go through those. I know African people don't believe in therapy. They only believe in your pastors that some of them need therapy themselves. You know, you believe in people that don't even understand what you're going through, people that don't understand how to bring you out from it. Jesus gave us, that's why some were apostles, those some were teachers, some were this, because God knew that there is a calling, there's a professionalism in every area. A pastor cannot be a teacher. A teacher teaches better than a pastor. A healer cannot be a pastor. So everybody has a calling. So go to the person that can help you with a particular problem to get a particular solution. So for me, that man, number one, he has to work on his character. He's so controlling, his way or the highway. Number two, the man is money. Number three, he doesn't give room. Give room. Let people feel like you correct them with love. Let her handle the child the way she wants to, the way she feels best, the relationship she wants to build with the child. The way you have the relationship with your daughter does not mean she'll have the same relationship. She will have her own way because she wants to connect with the child differently. Then you can bring her back with love, baby. I appreciate what you're doing, baby. I like what you're doing. Hey, baby, what about you trying this way? Because I feel like you go, it's going well, or I love it, but what about this way? There's a way you bring back the person in love that they will not even feel like they will not feel as if they are being corrected or they're being, criticized because you use the right way. But if you want to say, it's my child, don't do this. The mother used to do this. Me and the mother, my brother, she will take it, take it, take it. Then she'll abandon you, or she'll even block you. Or no, she'll just tell you that no, I'm not ready for a relationship now. I know you're a nice person. I wish you all the best because she don't want you to feel bad. But she understand that you have a problem that is bigger than her. She cannot handle it. So let's stop saying that he's a good man because he's taking care of his child. He's his child. Nobody asked him to born that child. He's his child. So he has to take care of his child. I'm not applauding him for nothing. He's even lazy and complaining, looking for somebody that he will carry all the
Miss
responsibility
Elise,
and put on her head.
thank you
Mm.
so much. But
The
I
man
so
should go
like,
and sit down.
I don't think that this guy is lazy, but I so like that you're giving him some practical wisdom on how he can navigate his relationship. Like maybe take time to heal and give a little bit room to that person to build a relationship with his child, and all of that. I'm pretty sure is gonna help him and help any other person who is navigating dating, seeing as a single parent. But I also like there's something that you said. You need to look for someone as a Christian. I totally agree with that. You need to look for someone who has the fear of God, who has the love of God in them, because it takes the love of God to love anyone. I'm telling you, look around you. Look how the world is kind of going darker and darker. Like every time, like you put the news, you might end up with an anxiety attack or panic attack because there's always something bad happening. It takes the love of God to love. It takes the love of God and the spirit of God to be good in general. So it's a good advice to go with someone who has that relationship with God, someone who knows God. Because if they know God, if they have the fear of God, then from that place they were able to treat your child right, right. They were able to treat your child right. So I think we cannot do without the love of God. Now someone will come here and be like, what about the people who are atheists, people who don't believe in religion? Do you mean they don't have good relationship? Some do, but we can only say what we know. We know that someone who has a fear of God will probably do well loving a small child who has no mother and who's not asking for nothing but being loved, right? So thank you so much for that advice. So Miss Sibi, we're gonna be wrapping up in a moment. Miss Sibi, do you have anything else that you wanted to add? I don't know if Sibi is still here. Sibi, can you hear me? Because if you're talking, oh Sibi, you are muted. Sibi, can you hear me?
I can hear. I think she has network issues.
Okay, okay, maybe that's
Yeah,
why. So
yeah.
now there's one last question that I wanted us to explore, Miss Elise. Is it selfish? Like I mentioned earlier, that I had this neighbor who, as a single parent, she got married and decided to leave her child with family members. And every time the child will come to visit, it will be like chaos in the house because her husband didn't want that kid, didn't want to see that kid. But do you think it's selfish for someone to continue dating even when the children are not fully accepted in that relationship? Is it selfish to maintain that relationship in your life as a single parent?
Um, for me, I would say this,
Yeah.
people should stop carrying what they cannot really carry.
Okay.
If a man it's gonna be bad for some people that are hearing because they don't like the truth. African people, we people don't like the truth. You people always like when they pet you people and lie to you people. If a woman has, for example, 3 kids and then she's single, and you a man, you walk around the streets of your city with all the single women, none of them attract you. You see this woman as the best woman ever Ask yourself this question: can I take care of this woman and her three kids like my own children? Means feeding them, schooling them, dressing them, going on vacation as your own children without expecting help from their biological father. If your answer is no, keep it moving. Leave her alone. If you see a woman with a child, ask yourself if you can take care of that child fully as your own child and still love that woman. If the answer is yes, be with that woman. If the answer is no, let her go. Because I don't like people, because men are very jealous, they're more jealous than women. If a woman now has a child with another woman and then you cannot take care of that child, and the other man is meeting with her. I have to go and see the father of my child because I need money for this, because you're not taking responsibility. You pretend that you can do it. At the end of the day, you will start accusing her of things that does not exist because of your financial disability, because you're not able to take care of the what you have to take care of as a man, the child and everything. You'll be saying that it's not your child. You don't want to accept the child. You want another man to take care of the child. Now, when another man now is involved in that woman's life, of course, because she will need money for her child, because you refuse to take care of that child. And at the end, it will become like jealousy. Why is he calling you? Why is it? That's why I say communicate with them and let him talk to your man. And the real man will not even expect the other man to call. When the other man call, he will say, "Man, bro, don't worry, I got you. I got you. This is my child now. It's our child. What I need, I'm telling you, don't worry." Because he will feel like he's not man enough if he cannot provide for his household. And that child belongs to that household that is his now. So if you cannot, don't do it. As for women, if you're single, you have children, don't go and date a broke ass man. Don't date a man that cannot take care of you and your children fully. Because in the beginning, because you people are alone, you feel like being alone means that you need a relationship. Or because you have like flesh desire, you want companionship, you think that it's enough for you to be with a man. No. When you have children, you have to be more critical about choosing your partner, because if you have responsibilities,
Yeah.
you need someone that can step up and be that father to your children. You need that person that can step up financially, emotionally, psychologically, and even physically. Is this man able to take those children? Is he able to care for them? Money is important in a relationship. Hello? Love is not a love. Love does not keep relationships. Love does not keep relationships. There are many things that keep relationships. There's taking care of the family, that even a man will feel like he's okay. He can take care of his family. His heart is happy. He's glad. He feel like he's also an odogu where he can provide for his family. Which man will stand up? His children are not eating. You tell him about love. So say love kill you there. I love her person. I get bills. I have this. I have that. So love is good, but love is not enough. Communication, commitment. So if you're not committed to take care of somebody's child as your own, don't be with them. If you meet a man that I don't know how some women sleep at night. You meet a man, you have your child. He's telling you, I want to marry you, but take your child and drop somewhere else where somebody else will love your child less when you're still alive. If a man cannot accept you with your children, let him get out. Let him go and meet a woman that don't have children. But
So
don't leave your child somewhere else and stay with a man. He say he loves you. No, he does not love you. If he loves you, he met you with a child. You will not make that child disappear from life because you have a child. He has to take you and your children, or go and meet a girl that don't have children. It's as simple as that. As a mother, how do you sleep knowing that you don't know whether your child ate or your child is dressed well because you are alive or somebody else is raising your child for you? How do you feel as a mother? In Africa, people do that. There is wickedness. It's pure wickedness. If you wanted a single a woman without a child, you would have looked for one. But you don't go and meet a woman with her child and separate her. Do you know what it is to separate a woman from her child? Giving it to somebody else when the woman is alive? You have a half human being in your house. I don't know if that woman is at peace. But because of tradition and useless culture, they don't care about the stability of that child. The child is not with the mother, is not with the father, is with one auntie that is mistreating the child because the mother had to go and marry one useless, irresponsible man because he doesn't want a child. Are you both serious?
so Miss Elise, you see that this the reason why I asked this question is because this is exactly what the guy did. He noticed because it's is he is the best person to see and to decide what is right for his child. Yes, maybe it was still mourning. Maybe it still needs a little bit of time to heal. But this is a person who has determined that his partner is not accepting his child. And he
So
decided and he decided to put an end to the relationship. So that means that he could have decided to disregard the fact that she wasn't bonding with his kid and just continue. But he didn't do that. And this is exactly what you're saying. Same thing to the to us women.
Coach Michelle, they're not even married. At what time does she bond with a child when she's not married with him? They're just
You're
dating.
not gonna wait until you get married and then you divorce because then it's too late, right?
No, Coach Michelle, I don't understand. I don't
Woman,
understand.
it's
Is
just
it
to
she
say
come and visit him? Coach Michelle, I don't understand though. People should make me understand. This
yeah,
girl is just in a relationship with him. Maybe she
yeah.
just come and visit them. They eat food together. She start talking with him. The child is little. She's watching her cartoon on her tablet. What can come on? How you doing? How is life? And that's it. The baby is baby. If it was like a 12-year-old, 8-year-old, you want her to say, okay, let me take you out, let me do this, let me do that. But you don't expect a woman to overcommit when you are not yet committed to her.
And you're gonna marry her before seeing if she's gonna do it. Don't you think that
The,
is the
the
best?
problem, the problem is that Coach Michelle, the child is 2 years old, right? If this woman knew that this man loves her, right, that he's fully committed to her, she will even say, "Okay, I'll come and take the child for the weekend and stay with the child and everything." But a woman will not do that much sacrifices if she knows that you don't yet love her. That's the problem. The man is not available for love. He's available for having a nanny, and he cannot have a nanny if he does not give himself first. That's
But
the problem.
Miss Elise, I feel like there's a little bit of contradiction. You just said earlier that if someone is not ready to fully accept your child, how do you
Mm-hmm.
sleep at night with this man in the house knowing that your kid is at someone else's
But the
house?
problem, the problem
Maybe
is that the
because
person should first.
maybe because you're in courtship, you didn't take the time to really observe this man
No, Coach
and
Michelle. Before Coach
accept.
Michelle,
Yeah.
Coach Michelle, there's a problem. When you
Okay.
have a child, you don't just bring a partner to your child like that.
Mm-hmm.
You first study the partner and build relationship with your partner.
Okay.
Make the person know that you love them, you care for them, and you're there for them. So there's that foundation first between both of you, right? When the
Yeah.
foundation is established, now you bring the person know you have a child. If a woman, I don't know, except she's possessed, so if a woman knows that you love her genuinely, you care for her, Coach Michelle, loving a 2-year-old will not be a problem. The problem is that there's a difference between the relationship with your child as a father and the relationship with a new lady.
But
You
what
have
I'm
to
asking,
connect.
Miss Ellie, is it normal though? Is it okay though to call a relationship off if you feel you identify, because as a parent, you identify that this person is not ready to accept my child.
Yeah, it's ready to cut off. But before you cut off, you have to ask yourself if you're not the reason why they're not accepting the child.
Okay, so you have to really like examine
Yeah, you have to examine to say, because
you are
am I
really
the one stopping? Am I the one stopping the connection? Am I
okay.
the one correcting wrongly? Am I letting them the opportunity to involve and create their own bond? Am I stopping the bond? Am I so controlling? Is it my way or the highway? Am I flexible in communication? You know what I'm saying? So it's not always about the other person. Sometimes you are the problem and you want to tell. Most people that have problems they always accuse other people. Oh. They
Mhm.
never take blame on themselves. They're never wrong. They're always right. Even when you talk to them, they'll feel like, no, you don't even know what you're saying. They know it all. If this man is Sabitu, he knows it all. He wants to control all. He knows his child more than Jesus. He wants to be a mother and a father. He doesn't want to give room. Of course, the woman will let go now. It's very hard. There are some men that are so difficult to manage. Talk less of the one that is mourning and is missing his wife. That one makes it even 3 times worse. So he has to examine himself and see all these points and work on it and then look for if he really wants a relationship first. Because I think this one is looking for a nanny. He's looking for the mother of his child into someone else, and maybe he's comparing. That's why they say don't marry a divorcee because he always compare it to his ex-wife. The trauma he got from the ex-wife, you want to come and bring it. That's what they say. They never marry a man that has been married before if you have never been married before, because it's so much trauma if they have not gone through therapy. So in this case, is he comparing the woman? Is he talking too much about his ex-wife? Is he always in the mood about my ex? Dude, imagine you spend 2 hours with a man, you talk about his dead wife 5 times. How will you continue the relationship? You cannot. So before we blame the woman that is leaving because she knew he has a child. And if it's broken, it's because that man was the reason why they broke up. Okay, what part did he play? Let him complain and tell us the truth.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's difficult to judge the story just from hearing one side. But and also as a single parent, I feel like these are the things that you want to deal with in the beginning of your relationship. Maybe this woman didn't even want to have kids. Believe it or not, there's some women who do not want to have kids. And maybe she just liked you and she was just not, because he said there was a disconnect. Maybe like you want to like be sure that the person that you're bringing into your life and next to your child is someone who's comfortable being around children, for instance, right?
Coach
And
Michelle, you see the phrase where he said, I want somebody to love me and my daughter.
yes.
You see? No. He would have said, I'm looking for a life partner and I'm looking for someone that will take my daughter as their own. Then that's the phrase of somebody that is ready to commit. But this man on that he's telling us that he has so much bond with his daughter that nobody can separate it. And anybody that is coming to tell him otherwise will be out of the door. So the way he explained the story shows trauma, shows controlling, shows not allowing, giving room to somebody else, shows many, many negative things that he has to work on before accusing somebody. He is the problem here. I don't blame the other woman. And if he, as Oga Luke said, if he does not change, he will just be failing and failing and failing in relationship. Or he should do as Oga Luke said, he should take time to heal himself before engaging. If not, he will have the same result.
And now in my mind, in my mind now I'm thinking that a 2 year old, maybe she got there, maybe the baby needed diaper change and she wasn't comfortable doing it. Maybe the baby wanted to come clinch on her and she just like wasn't comfortable with that. Maybe she didn't want her clothes getting dirty. And there's a lot of things because a 2 year old baby requires a lot of care, and maybe she just didn't know how to handle it. Yeah, maybe it needs a little bit more time. Maybe allow this baby to maybe start school, right? So that maybe
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So the
And maybe single girls sometimes they just want the baby girl's life. They'll be like, this will be too much for me, or taking care of this child and everything. I don't want to be a mama, but I'm not yet ready. It's too small. Or maybe when the girl is there, he wants her to do everything. He'll just, he will make as if he'll just let the baby and she has to take care of everything, and he wants her all the time. Just so she realized that the man is looking for a nanny and not a partner. You understand? That's why she behaved the way she's behaved, because if you have your child, somebody come and visit you, you have to do things with the person, not allowing the person to do everything, you know. Just like some men there that are single, they're expecting a girl to come and visit them. They'll leave all their dishes dirty, all the house dirty and everything. If I'm the one that come to your house, I'll tell you, let's go to the restaurant. I'm not comfortable staying in a dirty environment. Will you tell me that I'm not a wife material? I'm a wife material, but I'm not your house girl. Because it's disrespectful for you to expect me and not clean the house. It's disrespectful for you to expect me and leave dirty dishes and dirty house because you expect me to be or you are testing me. Go and test your grandma. I'm not taking that kind of nonsense test. Means that you are disorganized and you are not respectful towards me. That's
and
the
most
truth.
and most women and even some men will rather, even when they get married, sometimes they want to have at least like a year or two of just having fun before starting to raise kids. So maybe she felt like it was too much for her, just like you said. Maybe it was kind of overwhelming. She's like, okay, when do I get to enjoy this relationship without having like to change diapers? And there's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
sometimes you could just say, okay, baby, I'm taking a nanny this weekend. We are going together to do something. Somebody will stay with the child. But if every time she's coming, it's about taking care of your child, there's no intimacy, there's no time for her not changing diaper. You know what I'm saying? So she realizes that it doesn't work, because when you have children, sometimes you just taking the children and leaving and allowing the woman to be herself. Sometimes it relieves the woman, and she's so like, okay, this man cares. Imagine even your own children. Sometimes you want the father to take them away so that you breed from him and his children. Just
Mm.
imagine somebody else child. Every time you come, you are there doing everything, and nobody is giving you free time. So your free time is not a free time. No, nobody will take that. So he has to get a nanny from time to time for his future relationships. At least 2 times he's with her with the baby, 2 times he gives to the nanny and goes out with the girl. So the girls will know that, okay, he also cares about me as much as I care about his child. But African men, they don't want to spend money. They want to use people's children as slave. Never see anything. Go see fire. Let him
I beg,
continue like that.
don't talk like this about my African men. They are the best. African men, I love
No, most of them are possessed. Most of them are possessed. Forget about that one, my sister. Most of them are possessed. They're not nice.
you. So, guys, I really hope that we help you today. And the struggle of single parenthood is real, right? And few things that we need to remember today. Be sure to take the time to heal. That you have healed from your previous relationship, from your previous trauma before you start. Because now you have more people that you are. It's not just you getting in a relationship. It's more. It's you. It's your kids getting into that relationship, and think about the other person coming and embracing you with all your baggages. So be sure that you are free from every toxicity from your previous relationship, right? Be sure that you are ready for that relationship, that you're ready to embrace that person, and also give them a little bit of grace, give them a little bit of room to come and connect and build and bound with your kids, right? And also just make time for the person, especially us women. We are not very difficult. We like to know that we are important to you, that we are prioritized. You don't want to bring a woman in your life and and give her the vibe that my child is the most important thing. She comes before you and you don't have no place. Because even me being a married woman, I always tell my husband, sometimes even as a joke, that baby, I'm your priority. And if the kids weren't my kids, someone will feel like, well, what is she saying? What is she implying? She implies that she's more important than her stepkids. But because
Correct.
they're my children, but I still tell my husband, but what about me? I should be your priority, right? Every woman wants to find that, to feel that they are prioritized in a relationship, whether it's dealing with her kids or your kids, right? So be sure that she feels accepted and that you give her a little bit of grace to build a
And
boundary. Yeah.
Coach Michelle, I wanted to add something. Appreciation is very important. Today is Mother's Day. How
Thank
many men got a little? I know you may not be romantic or a poet, or a writer. Then go and buy this card that they say thank you for being a loving mom. Read the one that fits your wife, the mother of your children, and buy chocolate, buy flower, buy even a plant or even like small jewelry or a small bracelet. Go to a store, get her a little gift. They say it's a little gift, so that she'll feel like you come and say, baby, thank you for the children, thank you, make a post about her, thank her for what she does for you and the children. Yeah, it's appreciate. Okay, this man that has a little child, his girlfriend, how many times did he just buy her a gift to say, oh, thank you for coming this weekend, for helping me? Maybe the child's name is Sonia. Thank you for helping Sonia, for being that great mom for her. Your little effort is appreciated. Did he do that? Because sometimes people do, we feel like it's just normal. It's not normal. You have to thank people. Open your mouth, thank them. Small action. You can buy her a wristwatch and say, oh, thank you for last weekend. We really do appreciate. I don't have much, but this is a little token to say thank you. He should appreciate her so that she will want to do more. Because when we appreciate it, we want to do more. If we're not when you don't appreciate our effort, we'll stop doing it. So it's up to him. Is he saying thank you? So we should say thank you to make things easier. Thank you, Coach Michelle.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Elise. Guys, we're gonna call it a day today. Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers in the chat. And once more, my sister Elise, happy Mother's Day to you. I hope you do something fun this afternoon. Thank you in the comment. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, CB. She couldn't connect anymore because of network. And you guys watching, thank you so much. Continue to like, continue to share, and continue to subscribe. Your support means so much to us. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Look,
ma'am.
were you still here? Did you still wanted to say something, or you were done? I thought you were also having trouble connecting.
No, you see, Miss Elise was just
Uh,
taking the front stage. So I agree with what she said. Actually, that's why I kept quiet.
okay,
What you said.
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry
And I want
about
to
the
really say that,
network.
and yeah, yeah, and I want to really say that I'm really finding it very, very hard to put my image, my picture on my stuff there. If anybody has an idea, can just help me. I've tried all I can, but I do find it very difficult to put my picture there.
I don't know.
That's why
Maybe we
showing
should.
them.
Maybe we should ask with Uncle Beno. I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask. That's why I
Yeah,
showing there.
he's my go-to
Okay,
person when I face any technical issue. He's very knowledgeable. All right, guys. God
okay,
bless
ma. Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next Sunday with another letter from the heart. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, Ma. Thank
guys.
you.
Take care.
Discover the top 3 reasons African Abroad Date is the go-to platform for building meaningful connections. First, it's